Everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Dr. Brianna Whiteside, and I create faith, fashion, finance, and lifestyle content. So if you're here, that must mean that you like one or more of these topics. Before I get started, I want to encourage you to go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn your notifications on, because I don't want you to miss anything that I have going on over here. In today's video, I'm going to talk about one tip for saving money in the grocery store. We know that inflation rates is sky high. We know that we're paying more for things that we paid less for years, and it shocks the system. Not only does it shock the system, but it also shocks your pocket. You go to the grocery store paying way more money than you would have, and ultimately it is just eating up your check. And so I want to provide one tip for grocery shopping, and it is an age-old tip that has been proven to work for those who work them. You want to know what it is? Let me tell you. The way you save money in the grocery store is to go grocery shopping before you shop. Here is how you do that. You create a grocery list. Yes, a grocery list. I know it's not sexy. I know it's not fun. I know no one enjoys sitting down, writing out stuff, looking in the pantry, writing out what you need, looking in the fridge. I know you don't enjoy doing none of that, but you're going to have to do some of that if you don't want to go to the store and leave with some miscellaneous stuff that you really don't need, okay? In the way that I suggest that you make your grocery list, and this is something that I do it every time before I go to the grocery store, because I will be the one walking out the grocery store with something miscellaneous. What I do is I actually physically write out the list on pen and paper. There's something about the connection between you physically writing and the paper. It's some type of emotional exchange that happens that I've noticed for myself. I don't have any scientific proof that this is true, but for me, as I am writing things out, there is an exchange, there is a labor that I am performing, and so it keeps me a little bit more accountable. It makes me take the task a little bit more seriously. I don't know if you've ever created a list or start typing something on your phone or your computer. There is a disconnect because you're just typing the things in, right? It doesn't take much energy for you to type those things in, but when you start to actually write, you're actually making a connection, or you're externalizing some type of connection, and so it makes it a bit more meaningful, but it also keeps you a little bit more disciplined with your money because it activates your pain sensors, and I'm gonna talk about that a little bit more. So once you create your list and you have it written out, make sure you take that list to the grocery store with you, because sometimes we leave them at home, and also take a writing utensil with you. You're going to want to continue to perform the physical labor in the store. So what do I mean? That means that as you are going down the aisles and putting things in your grocery cart, you're going to start crossing those things off the list, right? When you start crossing those things off the list, one, it makes you feel a little bit more accomplished because you can actually see like, hi, I am, doing the task, I am getting the task done. But two, it's also helping you take inventory of the things that you are buying or not buying, right? And so once you start to cross things off the list, I want to encourage you to stick to that list. Grocery stores are designed, any store really, is designed to make you spend more money. It's a psychological thing. For instance, if you go into the grocery store, they don't put the milk at the front of the store. They don't put the yogurt, they don't put the eggs, they don't put those things at the front of the store. Why? Because they want you to walk through the store and start grabbing things. They want you to walk to the store and say, oh, I do need this. Oh, I may need that. They want you to see something you might need. You know what I'm saying? You don't need it really, but in your mind you see it and you're like, I might need it, so I need to go ahead and get it now, as if it won't be there when you do need it. Nonetheless, the psychology setup of the grocery store is designed to keep you spending, and that's not something that you want to do, especially during these times. You want to take inventory of what you have, and also you want to preserve what you have. You know what I'm saying? You need to go ahead and stick to the list. But also, I got a little ahead of myself. One thing that you should probably do before you do any of those things is budget the money beforehand. How much money are you going to spend at the grocery store? I don't think there's anything wrong with setting a grocery budget. Like, I have a specific budget every week of what I'm gonna spend in groceries. Now, it only changes a little bit because I do have a meal delivery service, and sometimes they go up on their shipping, or you know how it is when you are patronizing a company. So those dollars and cents may shift a little bit, but it's never more than $10. And then I go ahead and buy the smaller things at the grocery store that I may need. But I have a weekly budget for food. I also have a weekly budget for the food that I eat out, right? And so there's nothing wrong with actually doing the labor and participating in your earning and spending. You do participate in your earning, and on some level you participate in your spending, but I need you to be conscious of your spending and your spending habits, especially when you're in the grocery store, because there's nothing worse than you buying, say for instance, food and then throwing it away next week because you didn't eat it. You didn't go in there for that item, no way, right? And so save yourself the trouble, save yourself the hassle, and I want to encourage you to go ahead and, you know, create that grocery list. It's not sexy, it's not fun, it's not cute, but it will save your pockets. If you're looking for additional resources, I have two for you, okay? I have an ebook entitled How I Climbed Out of Consumer Debt in 8 Months and How You Can Too. And I have another ebook entitled How I Saved $20,000 in 1 year and How You Can Too. Both items are at BriannaWhiteside.com. You can find it in the show notes. And yeah, create the grocery list, please, so we can keep some money in our pockets. I hope this video helped you. Remember, like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.